What's up, guys? Welcome to Neek, which stands for Nerd/Geek, and we got a brand new Pixar movie, Luca. So, how is it? So, if you somehow didn't know, I'm a giant Pixar fan. They're almost definitely my favorite movie studio, so whenever they have a new project, I'm really excited about it. But this movie, individually, when the trailer came out and stuff, I'm like, okay, I think this is going to be good. I think I'm definitely going to really enjoy it. I think it's really good. But I don't think it's going to be top tier Pixar. Basically, exactly how I predicted I would. That's how I feel about the movie. It's a much more simple Pixar movie, but I do think they're able to make it work. But it's also not going to hit the highs of other Pixar movies. It's kind of interesting coming after Soul, which was possibly their most ambitious movie, definitely one of their most ambitious movies of what it was trying to do. To have this more simple one, it's kind of interesting. Even though I probably would say it's a lower tier Pixar movie, that's just because Pixar is so good, because this still is, as I said, a really good movie. This movie does feel familiar with certain different plot points and plot beats. It sort of seems like the stuff that you see in other movies, but I don't know, I think they're just able to execute it really well, because I didn't really mind it that much, and I liked all the stuff they do. There's a specific point that happens in a lot of friendship movies. Once you get to the end of the second act, into the third act, there's normally something that happens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, and I normally just don't really like that part when they do that in movies like this. But here, I actually really did liked it, and actually cared a lot when it happened, even though it's pretty obvious what they're gonna do in the finale. And when they did get to the finale, I really liked it, and it really pulled on my heartstrings. I thought the emotion elements worked, and I think one reason I think it worked is because it was able to distinguish itself, because you have three different characters instead of just the two friends, which adds another layer than if you just do the two friends, and that's what we normally see in something like this, especially when two of them are sea monsters and one is not, and the other one doesn't know. It creates a whole new interesting dynamic between these friends, and how all the dynamics work within it is a lot more complicated and interesting than if you just did the two friend dynamic. Not saying that the two friend dynamic is bad, but I do think that's how this movie distinguishes itself from other sort of movies. Talking about the animation style, they go for a different animation style than we've seen in most Pixar movies. It's definitely the most cartoonish, and they don't really try to go for realism at all, but it's still really well animated. It looks beautiful. The visuals overall are beautiful. I like all the colors and that sort of stuff, and I do think it fits the tone of the movie, going for this more fun, summery movie. I don't know. This definitely is a good movie for the summer. I feel like summer has the most distinct movies that are summer movies. Obviously there's Christmas movies, but that's too tied to one holiday. For just a season, there's definitely the most distinct summer movies. The voice cast here is also really good. It's just kind of funny that I've only seen 3 animated movies that came out so far in 2021, and in 2 of them, Maya Rudolph plays a mom. Yeah, that's just a random fact that I guess Maya Rudolph just likes playing moms a lot or something, or some people are oh, she's the perfect mom. I mean, I think she does good as a mom in both, but I just find that interesting. And out of the 3 movies I've seen, 2 of them have her playing a mom. That's just funny. But yeah, she does good here. And Jacob Tremblay and Jack Dylan Grazer really nailed as the 2 leads. They're some of my favorite younger actors working today. I do like the themes it does explore here, themes about acceptance and that sort of stuff, and they're able to tell it through a story about sea monsters, but still make it relatable for people, which I think works really well, especially when you're trying to do a movie that is aimed like families, I guess, like for younger audiences and for adults. That's what Pixar is trying to do, trying to make movies for that young kids can understand and enjoy, but also adults can understand it a bit differently and still enjoy it. And I think the way they handle this sort of stuff, Pixar normally does it really well, and this continues it here, using the sea creatures to, like them being sea creatures, to explore this idea. So overall, this is a really good movie that I had a really good time with, that I would recommend you check out on Disney+. As I said, definitely not top tier Pixar. So if you go in expecting the next, I don't know, The Incredibles or Toy Story or something, you're not going to quite get that. But if you just want a really good movie that you can just enjoy, watch with your family or something like that, I would totally recommend Luca. So, yeah, comment down below what you thought about the movie. Please like and subscribe, and keep watching Neek.